Oh, I got a leg spot.
Oh, she's gonna hump his head.
Would you film a video?
Wow! Wow!
10 toes down, believe Teresa Caputo.
And that's probably what held me off the longest when it came to fostering. Just got word that this cutie got a lot of more applications in. He is just so precious. Everybody loves him so much.
I don't know, it's just such a sure feeling. And I did have that feeling about one particular person. I'm in my last final minutes with my mind. Hello and welcome back to the vlog. If you don't know me, my name is Maggie and this is my foster dog Milo. My husband Cameron and I started fostering earlier this year and he is our third foster dog. And as you can tell, he's just absolutely the most precious thing in the world. And I know before I started fostering, I was super interested in everything that goes into it, what you're responsible for, etc. So I thought it would be fun to vlog a week or a few days in my life with our foster puppy so you can see what it's like, because I think everyone should foster. Oh, I got a leg spot. Ooh. I think everyone should foster if you want to. I know there's reasonings why people don't want to, so I will get into those throughout the video. But today is Tuesday, and actually my other dog, Finley, had a dental surgery this morning that I dropped him off for. So I currently only have 2 dogs at home. I have another Australian Shepherd, Sadie, who is 5. But let me tell you, it feels very odd only having 2 dogs. Huh. They're both in their sleepy nap time right now. We try to stick to a pretty structured schedule, especially on work days. Because you gotta get some stuff done. So we often do an after lunch playtime. Lunch for me, not for them. And then they're pretty sleepy after that. So we're kind of in that second nap time window. I'll probably be starting to wake up soon and be ready to play. He often wrestles my girl dog Sadie a lot of the time, so I'm sure he'll be getting up to that. Make sure you're subscribed to see more dog mom and DIY type content, and let's get into the week. Nap time. I'm watching the new Nader Sisters documentary while I plan out our podcast. All right, I busted out another chunk of work. It's now 3:37. And I just let the doggies outside, and Milo is immediately sunbathing. He is precious. I can't get enough of him. My. He loves sunbathing. So I also just got a text from our vet saying that Finley is all good and he's finishing up his surgery. They said that he's such a good dog and that they all love him. He actually ended up needing no teeth extractions, which is so crazy. I'm like so shocked by that. I thought he would need so many and he needs none. So that's insane. I posted a whole longer video on his teeth experience on my other socials if you want to check it out, but he basically had a lot of broken teeth and we definitely thought that he was going to need some extractions. They also removed a bump that they are going to test for cancer, which I am scared about, but I also definitely thought they were going to need to remove teeth in order to get the bump out, and they didn't. So that's a lot of good news. That means it's gonna be a good night. I get to go leave to pick him up in like 30 minutes, so that's so exciting. I'm probably just gonna like fold the laundry and distract myself until I can leave and go get my boy. When you have a foster dog and your own dogs, you do need to kind of do a lot of separation anyways at first while they're getting to know each other, but then I also think it's super important just throughout. At least for my dogs, they really much need a break from our fosters and want that alone time, so we do a lot of rotation. Or unfortunately my husband and I basically just have to switch off. Like one of us has Milo, one of us has our dogs. So I do feel like I miss my husband Cameron a lot of the time when we have a foster dog. So definitely tonight and likely tomorrow we'll be keeping them separated while he recovers, and then hopefully by the next day he'll be feeling better. Knowing him, he recovers from things very quickly. Likely we'll have to keep him more calm than he will want to be. If you have an Australian Shepherd, that's probably true in your case as well. You're precious. So when you have a long-term foster dog like we have Milo currently, our job is to keep him until he gets adopted. And that's probably what held me off the longest when it came to fostering, because I was just like, how do we know how long we're going to have him? For our first foster dog, we had him for 7 weeks, which felt really long at the time, but now looking back, 7 weeks, almost 2 months isn't that long in the scheme of things. We have had Milo now for 3 weeks. And we did have a deadline of having him leave by like mid-October, because we start to have a lot of travel plans for the holidays and we just will not be able to have a foster dog at that point. I was pretty confident that we could get him adopted by then, so we went for it, especially because he's a puppy. He's only 6 months old, turned 7 months next week. I was more confident that we'd be able to get him adopted, and he just turned out to be the best ever. I did have a few videos of him that went pretty viral and gained some traction, and because of that, he has received almost like 20 applications in the last few days, which is so crazy. Hey, Milo, come here. Come bring it. He loves eating pine cones. Come here, come drop it to me. Good boy. Good job it. That did not happen with our other foster dogs, but he is just so precious. Everybody loves him so much that it was very easy to make content of him that went viral. However, just because you have followers or you get any traction whatsoever, it does not mean that they will get adopted quickly. Freaking Alex Earl is like the influencer of all influencers. One sec, they're freaking wrestling. So now we interplay time. Oh, she's gonna hump his head. Anyway, Alex Earl was like the influencer of all influencers, had a foster dog that she could not get adopted for so long, and then that even got returned. So basically with fostering, I'm not telling myself that video views or followers or anything are gonna get these dogs adopted, because you really just do not know at the end of the day. In this case with Milo, it has been working. Today, he has been a naughty boy. It's probably been his most misbehaving day. We are officially 3 weeks into fostering him, and they say that dogs really start to get comfortable after 3 weeks with you. They say 3 days to kind of settle in, 3 weeks to get comfortable, and then 3 months for it to really feel like home and like they're gonna be there forever. So at 3 weeks in, he's feeling quite comfy. He ate a pair of my underwear and threw it up whole this morning. Milo, come here, give me the stick. Good boy. Good boy. He collects sticks as well. Then I went outside for just a few minutes, found out that he had indeed pooped inside, peed inside, and he was standing on top of our kitchen counter, all 4 paws on this kitchen counter. He just took the same stick that I just set down. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. My, come here. Give it to me. Good boy. Give it. Good boy. Let's leave that there, okay? Okay. So he's testing the limits. I'm glad that he feels comfortable and safe with us, and like nothing bad is gonna happen if he does naughty things. We just have to keep up the training with him, and we have to definitely make sure that he has an owner that keeps up with the training with him. So after he got those applications in, the rescue that I volunteer with, Western Australian Shepherd Rescue, they basically go through the applications and then decide who could be a good fit from there. Then usually both I or whoever's fostering them and the rescue talk to those potential people. At the end of the day, I do not give the final decision of who each foster dog goes with, but I can heavily give my input. With our first foster, as soon as we met his mom, we just like knew immediately that he's looking at the camera. Do you see yourself? We just knew immediately that she was meant to be his mom. So I am hopeful that once I talk to all of these people, I will know better, hopefully, and like have just a good random feeling about somebody being the right fit. So let's fingers crossed that happens. I scheduled calls with most of them on Friday, so I'll definitely check back in with you guys after those calls. I also have a call with a pet sidekick, which is so crazy. I'm very, very excited about it. I've always wanted to talk to a pet sidekick or a pet communicator. I don't know if I should believe it or not. I'm going to be fully honest about my experience, however it goes. I did no research on this woman. She slid into my DMs, and I think she's like been on the Today Show or something. I have no idea, but I'm going to see how it goes, go into it blindly. I'm excited for it, so I'll check back in with you guys later. Probably just gonna have such a chill night tonight while Finley is getting off his anesthesia and everything, and probably keep the dogs separate. What do you see, Sade? What? My. Hey, let's not eat that. Drop that too. No. Leave the stick too. Okay. Okay, mister, no, leave it. Okay, come inside. Okay, whoa, so I started folding laundry and I just got word. Milo stopped chewing on things. He's now chewing on the laundry. Hey, don't chew into it. Those are shorts.
Just got word that this cutie got a lot of more applications in. That's crazy.
So one of my followers, or I don't know if she follows me, but someone was like saying that she was waiting to hear back from the rescue, and I didn't see her name anywhere. And I asked the rescue if they had seen an application with her on it, and they went back to check, and there was a whole bunch more of applications that came in since like they last went through them. So that's crazy. Wow, that makes it a little more overwhelming, I guess, to decide who's a good fit, but I mean, the rescue got that on their hands. I'm just gonna talk to people and see if any feelings jump out at me. This is kind of the crazy part too about fostering is like, in theory, anybody who wanted Milo should be able to get another dog and get a rescue dog that they want. So like, I hope if there's 30 applications, then that means that 30 other dogs could be saved, you know?
But I guess they just want you because you're pretty special. You're pretty special.
Yes, yeah. Good morning, guys. I wanted to show you how cute it is. The way all the doggies wait at the door. Milo's very good about waiting at the door when he has to go potty. Then they all run out crazy. Finny boy is home. I didn't vlog yesterday because he was super doped up on that anesthesia. I'll insert a picture. But I'm so thankful to have Cam to help me out with these things because I don't know what I would do without an extra person. Finley did hate I was in our room with him while Cam was playing frisbee with the other dogs outside. And he was not happy about that. He's like, I do need to go out there and play frisbee even though I can barely stand. I need to be out there. But he seems like he's doing much better now. He's still, I don't know if your dog like whines extra on anesthesia, but he always just gets a little whiny. So I think he'll still be whiny today. We're gonna still play it really chill today and have just a super chill day. I've been trying to wear my hair natural more, but the problem is I wash it at night, and then when I wash it at night natural, it looks like this in the morning. I thought we gotta get your bowl. I leave his bowl in his room always. Need to get that. It's breakfast time. We're missing a bowl. Hold on. Whoops. I'm gonna hate that I did that. Oh, is it in our room? Found the third bowl I collected. Lately, I have been feeding the dogs open farm kibble. And I've just been ordering it from Amazon. It's only this 4-pound bag that I've been feeding, and we go through it pretty freaking quickly. So I did also just order an 11-pound bag because I know we're gonna go through it fast. And then Milo's food. So basically, as the foster, they will cover medical costs and food costs. I like to try to give just a little bit because then that's like also me donating to the rescue, I guess, as well as donating my time and energy and blah, blah, blah to the rescue. But another girl who volunteers for the rescue gave us this food for Milo. So I didn't pick it out or anything, but he's been loving it. It's been working well. I looked at the ingredients, and the ingredients honestly sound not bad at all. It's called Milo. I've never even heard of the brand. This is a little Spa and Tango cup thing, and I know it's not a full cup, it probably is like a half a cup, but I give him 3 every single meal, which is so crazy because my dogs get like 1, maybe 1.5 on like a high exercise day. But he gets a growing puppy and he needs all the foods. He thinks it's time. Hold on, it's not time. I gotta get this food too. This is what I do, huh, Milo? We're gonna scoot Finny and Sadie's food back, and then watch how excited he is. Then we're gonna bring just Milo's. Wow! 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 All these jumps! Wow, jumps! Whoa! 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 I just, wow! Okay, ready? Good boy. And then Milo eats inside of his crate. And then I run to give Finley and Sadie their bowls. This is Finley's. Good job. And the Sadie's. Good job. Milo has shown no signs of resource guarding. However, all of them really steal food. Not Sadie. Sadie's perfect. I ordered a dress from Amazon because I saw it and she was so cutie. And I honestly have only bought like 1 new clothing item this year, maybe 2 to 3. So I decided to buy this cute dress because I really have no like summer dresses as we go into freaking fall. But I feel like I could wear this, you know, next year too, or even into fall. Honestly, like I think it'd be so cute with some tights and boots and even like a little leather jacket or something. It kind of smells. It smells like a factory. It smells like glue or something. But she's cute. I like it a lot. We'll have to try it on. I also ordered some denim shorts because long story short, I dyed my skim set because it was so overly stained and it was like a maroon color and it's basically turned so much of my other clothes, all of our towels and everything pink. Like, it's actually insane. I so separated things to wash, but I think one time, like literally one sock that had the fabric dye on it then got on like everything else. Moral of the story, I'm never gonna fabric dye something again because like I followed all the instructions. It should not continue to keep going this much. So, Penny, back away from her. Give her space. She likes to crowd. I'm gonna go make the bed, get dressed in some comfy but cutish clothes, and then I'm gonna get started on work. Also, something about me, I always start my day with a podcast. Wednesdays are a little slow in the podcast world. Okay, I'm gonna listen to Chicks in the Office. I love Chicks in the Office. If you love pop culture and hearing about what's going on, they're a great one. I know it's Barstool, but they're not giving Barstool whatsoever. I'm gonna leave the pillow down actually and not fully make the bed because Finny's still recovering and I think he wants to lay down. This is one of the sets that I bought. I bought it last week. It's actually really great quality. Both of these are like extremely thick, which you normally do not see with an Amazon sweatsuit, that's for sure. It's honestly giving the same if you have any Mayfair sweat sets, which Mayfair's incredible and they're a smaller business and you should definitely support them. However, they're incredibly expensive. This is giving the same thickness and comfiness, but at like a quarter of the price. So Slay, we love that. But my Finny boy needs some space and to rest, so I'm gonna let Milo out of his crate and then still kind of try to keep everyone separate today, or else I know that there will be too much playing going on. I might leave Finley in here for a little bit if Milo starts playing and let him like get his exercise out with Sadie instead. This is what he does once he's done with his food and he wants to be let out. You ready? Are you done with your food? Good boy, you sit down. Good boy. Hey, calm. Hey, sit. Milo. Sit. Good boy. We're gonna be calm, okay? Good boy. Good morning. It is the next day. Today's Thursday. I'm about to start work and have a bunch of meetings, so we got up earlier today. I also have my first calls today with Milo's potential adopters, so that's so exciting. We officially have narrowed it down to 6 people that I'm gonna have calls and FaceTimes with, and then from there, the rescue will kind of decide and go through it. If by chance none of them work out, then we'll move on to some of the other applications. But honestly, that's just highly unlikely. They're really great people. They seem like great applications, and Milo's so adaptable that he could really fit in a lot of different homes. I'm honestly not worried that they won't work out at all. Just excited. So that will be so fun. Mine just pooped inside. Did you poop inside, Bob? This is a struggle we've been having, and it's literally my fault. Like, I tried to, I fed him, let him out, come back in, and then I was just getting ready, and I honestly thought he was with me the whole time. He was maybe away from me for 2 minutes, I don't know. But in that 2 minutes, he went and pooped by the door, which is so sad. Every single time he poops right by the door. So I know he wants to go out and he's trying to go out. He just didn't know how to ask further. Because he just goes and sits there in silence, so I don't hear it or anything. But he feels so bad. Also, he's just the snuggliest, cuddliest boy ever. And last night, it was just making me sad how snuggly he is, honestly. Of, he needs somebody that will let him sleep with them. I'm gonna make that a priority, I think. Obviously, he very much needs to be crate trained. Like I said, he's a puppy. He chews, he gets into things. He needs to be crate trained during the days and whatnot. But, at night, he does totally fine. He literally just wants to be in bed with you and sleep the whole time. He doesn't get up whatsoever. So that's nice that he's like that. Literally woke up and he's just right next to me with all of his paws up. Basically what our schedule is we put him to bed in his crate around 9:30 p.m. Then sometime around 2 a.m. he starts barking and wakes one of us up. One of us goes and takes him outside, puts him back in his crate. Then he usually lasts till 5, maybe even 6 a.m. and then he comes into bed. Today I had to wake up at 6 a.m. because I have early meetings today. And Finley wanted to get up to pee at 4 a.m. So when he heard us getting up, he was like, okay, let me out. So I let him into bed at 4 and we had a good 2 hours of snuggles together, which was nice. All right, it has been a few hours. I recorded my podcast. If you didn't know I have a podcast or you're interested, it is with 2 of my friends. And it's called So Glad We're Friends because basically it's you're at a chatty girls' lunch and you just get to talk with your friends about what's going on with your life and pop culture and all the things like that. So if you're interested, go check it out on YouTube, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts. Last week we filmed this fun lip syncing video. I had a lot of fun doing it. I used to make videos like this with Finley and Sadie all the time, and then for some reason I just stopped. So I thought it would be fun to do again today. I don't know if you guys have seen Hannah Montana. If you're one of my audience members, you probably have seen Hannah Montana because we're the same. One of my favorite Hannah Montana episodes is the Jonas Brothers episode where Lily and Miley pretend to be Milo and Otis as boys. And it's such a funny scene. And ever since we got Milo, all I think about is that scene. It's hey, I'm Milo. And I'm Otis. It's so funny. I want to film that scene, but with the dogs. So I'm kind of trying to figure out how to do it. I already took some clips of Milo and Sadie, so I just put them in the room, and then I'm going to get the parts of me and Finn and how to do that. I need to airdrop it to myself though, I think, because I don't think it... Okay, I need to airdrop it to my iPad. Sometimes when I'm filming videos, I don't usually film in TikTok or film with a sound. This sound I just got from YouTube, so it wasn't even, I didn't even look it up. It might already exist on Instagram or TikTok, but I just pulled it from YouTube. So then when I'm trying to lip sync something, I would ideally like to have it playing on the iPad at least. So then that way when I'm recording with my phone, I can like still hear it versus like with TikTok with the sound playing, you can hear the sound as you're lip syncing. The first clip that we need is of me and Finley like running inside. So I'm gonna set up my little tripod, face it towards the door, and then I'm just gonna get a few clips of me and Finley running inside. Okay, Finn, you ready? Do you want treats? Come here. Okay, we're gonna run in, okay? Hold on. Ready? Hey, Finn, come here. Hey, come here. Ready? Ready? Set, go. Good job. Okay, let's try to get a few more shots of that. Ready? Come. Go right here. Turn this way. Yep. Yeah. Okay, ready? Go. Okay, let's do one more. Come here. Turn this way. This way. Yes. No, come right here. Heel. Yes, ready? Go that way. One more. Go. Ready? Okay. Hey, no. Finny, you can't steal Tricky Toes. You can't. Okay, so now we have to get the parts. I'm trying to think, because I need to be like at eye level with him. It doesn't really make sense if I'm like sitting. Yeah, I feel like there is a good spot, Bubbles. I feel like that's a good spot overall. Okay, hold on, wait. Good boy. Good boy. Do you want treats? Do you want to go to the park? Or to film a video? What do you think? Do you like that idea? This is a good boy. Good job. Okay. Just got some cute footage of that. Now we need to set up the camera too. Okay, I'm gonna see what it looks like first if I'm standing like this. I feel like that looks bad. But let me see. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to be more like sitting with him. Like this? How that? I think that's good. Okay, so let's now hear this part.
Alright guys, we got a text from the guy we're working with. He told us to be here early. Alright guys, we got a text from the guy we're working with. He told us to be here early. Alright.
Okay, so now I need to watch that part. Hold on, my mind. I'm literally out of this. Really gotta redo. Can you sit? You sit? Good boy. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good boy. Good boy. Yes. Yes. Okay, let's try again.
Sorry guys, we got a text from the guy we're working with. He told us to be here early. Our bad. Sorry guys, we got a text from the guy we're working with. He told us to be here early. Our bad.
Okay, now let me check this. Hold on, I'll get you a treat, baby. Okay, perfect. Good job, Bobos. That was perfect. I gave him some treats. Compensate you for your work. Good job. Okay, we're recording. What's our next line?
Well, you know, guys. It's young Kevin, and I'm Nick. So, who are you guys? And I'm Otis.
I think that I'm gonna let Milo and Sadie, I literally just forgot, I was like, is that his real name? I'm gonna let them out, and then See if I can get kind of like a handshake type clip, but if not, oh well, we'll be chilling. What? And sit. Good boy. Now shake. Shake. Yeah. Good boy. Sit, sit. Good boy. Good boy. He's a cutie. He's such a cutie. Good boy. Alright, guys. I think that wraps up our shoot for that. Bentley, get off! Now I think I'm gonna eat lunch before I edit this. I think I'm just gonna eat chicken nuggets here. I'm not even like that hungry, and chicken nuggets sound fine. So we went on a long walk last night, probably like a whole hour, and Milo gets pooped after walks. Like, he gets so tired. I think it's because like in our yard, he doesn't really like he plays, but he's not running around crazy the same way that my dogs do. On a walk, it's like the most exercise that he's getting versus like my dogs. Typically they go on a walk, we come home, and then they want to play more. Which obviously is just to walk your dogs, but like it is just funny the difference kind of. So we're learning that. But then the hard part is we really want to keep him up to 9:30. When we get home from the walk, he's wanting to go to sleepies. So he's been going to sleep at like 8, and then by the time it's 9:30, he's like not about it. He's like, going into the crate right now would be the worst thing imaginable. So it's really so sad. He like tucks his tail behind his legs, or like he just like goes and jumps in our bed just because he wants to be with us so bad. Do you want your ice cube? He's sad that I didn't get him his ice cube. If you haven't gotten the Just Bare chicken nuggets from Costco, you are severely missing out. They taste basically just like Chick-fil-A. You don't get any chicken nuggets, my. You don't get chicken nuggets. You wish you got chicken nuggets. He's literally the cutest beggar in the world. He wags his tail 24/7. You're so cute, my man. You're the cutest. You're the cutest. What? He also does not realize that ovens are hot. Like, it's definitely a problem that he has. He tries to get as close as possible to it. And I'm like, no. You need to chill out. You need to chill out. He's a very good sitter, though. Aren't you a good sitter? You're a good patient boy. You're a good patient boy. Good morning. I just fed the puppuccinos. Yesterday was a great day. I ended up having 2 calls with potential Milo adopters, and they honestly were both great. Like, that's kind of the hard part when it eventually comes to rescuing, is like you get to a point where it's like several people would be great options, you know, and they all deserve to find the dog for them. So it's kind of sad when like specifically Milo can only go to one person, when I know so many people want him. But I'm just hoping like the people who aren't able to get him also find like the dog that they're looking for, or find a dog similar to Milo. Like, I'm like, I want to help search and like help you find one. But I have 3 more calls today, the last 3 calls with potential adopters, and then I also am seeing a pet psychic, a pet communicator, if you will. She gonna be talking to Finley and Sadie, and I'm gonna see what they have to say. I fully, like, it depends on the psychic. I believe that some psychics are really real and some are not. Like Teresa Caputo, I'm all in on that girl. Like, I fully believe her. 10 toes down, believe Teresa Caputo. then there's other instances where I do think that they can still help people a lot, or give them peace and comfort, even if it might not be true. Obviously, she reached out to me on my social media, and she could obviously find out so much about the dogs from my social media. So that's like an interesting aspect. However, she did say that she did not look at it. So we just have to go in trusting that. I kind of want to just go in not at all knowing what to expect and see what happens. Because, like, what? I don't know. I feel like it'll be so crazy. So, after Milo eats, I'm going to make my coffee. Then we're going to get ready for the day. And I have the pet psychic first. You're so cute, my. What is that? What is it? You guys all want to go outside? We could go outside, but I'm gonna make my coffee. Crazies.
Fake name in mind? I don't. I was gonna see if y'all could pick one. Which means this is either embarrassing or there was some illegality. Okay. Look it out for the parents. Right, I understand. Very, very small school. This takes place in junior high. Oh, no, it's fine. I'm great now. Okay. Yeah. Being at a small school, everybody plays every sport, and it's always two lanes, back roads through no stoplight towns until you get to your no stoplight town, which is home. So the game went off fine. After the game was over, tradition was that you change into your street clothes, we dump all of our uniforms in the dirty bag. The coach takes them back to the gym, have a cool back seat. So I was like, and so everything's going fine. It's dark on the bus. None of the windows really roll down. It's an old bus, so it's just quiet. Everybody has their headphones in, listening to music on our iPod Nanos at the time. And in this case, there's literally nowhere for it went up and out.
Dell'omicidio era lì con te, era lì mentre dormivi. Tiè, prendi. Ci hai mai pensato che ti stesse usando? Pensi che ti abbia scelto solo perché eri facile da manipolare?
I'm about to start the call with the pet psychic in like 5 minutes. I'm very excited and also very just keeping an open mind. Oh my god, Newsweek just sent me, Newsweek posted another article about us. How exciting. It says, reason why woman can't keep foster dog has internet in stitches. In TikTok video gone viral, a dog owner has shared the reason why she can't keep her foster pup and internet users can't cope with it. Shared on Saturday under the username Maggie with the Dogs, the clip shows the woman's foster dog lying on the couch, hugging her Australian Shepherd, enjoying the feeling of having family for however long it lasts. People might think this is so cute, and it is, but this is why we can't keep our foster dogs, the poster can be heard saying. She said that while the foster dog is adorable, her own dog Finley isn't willing to share his home long term, so she can only provide temporary foster. Oh, cute. I love that. That's so cute. I need to find the Zoom link. Jeez. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Okay, so we are reading Two Dogs today, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Precious
Thank
baby.
you. This was so cool. I
Oh,
appreciate
good.
it
I'm
so
glad
much.
you liked it. Yeah, I'm glad we figured out it was the other dog talking and not.
Yeah, no, it makes total sense that he would be an interrupter for sure. Alrighty, I have had 2 more calls with potential Milo adopters, and they all went really great. Like, that's kind of the issue with these things, is that when there are multiple adopters, it really is like, okay, really any of you would be good homes for him. I wish that all of these people could have him, or that they find a dog that they're wanting that's like Milo. But I know that that's not possible. Also, that's why it's great that the rescue does make final selections, because then the pressure is not on me, to be making the right choice. However, I will say, like, with our first foster dog, it was immediately, like, once I met his mom, I just, like, had such a strong feeling, like, this is Bodhi's mom. And especially, we were able to go over to their house to do a meet and greet to see if he got along well with their other dog. And they had chickens, and we didn't know how he'd be with chickens. And he was fantastic with them. And being in their yard and everything, it was literally, like, this is where he's meant to be. Like, I don't know, it's just such a sure feeling. And I did have that feeling about one particular person that applied for Milo. So I don't know if that means that it's for sure gonna be that person, but I did have the same feeling. So that makes me, like, feel good about it and feel like it would be, you know, a good choice. So that's so exciting. So I think that that means that this will officially be our last weekend with him, because all of these people are down to take him next weekend, if not sooner. So excited for him. I'm so happy for him. And just, like, excited about the possibility of his future. And it makes me emotional, like, thinking of him leaving. It's so funny because, like, when you have a puppy and stuff, it's like, oh, I'm exhausted with waking up in the middle of the night to take him out in the middle of the night. And then also it's like, as soon as the possibility of him leaving is actually happening, it's suddenly like, oh my gosh, like, it's gonna be so sad. When we had to drop off our first foster dog, like, I literally cried the whole night. Like, I was so sad. And not in the sense, like, I didn't regret at all not getting rid of him. I didn't, like, regret at all not keeping him or foster failing, because I knew that I didn't want to foster fail. I know that our life, we are able to provide the best life for our dogs only having 2. If we had 3, it would make all of their lives not as good. They wouldn't enjoy it. Financially, it wouldn't be smart. Mostly, like, going out to do things would drastically change, because right now, if we had 1 dog, even, it would be so much easier. We would definitely be doing more things if we only had 1 dog. Having 2 dogs, it's like, with me and my husband, we can each take 1, and it's not the hardest thing in the world to bring them places. 3, we're outnumbered. That makes it way too difficult. And we would like to have human children one day, and, like, I just can't even imagine having 3 dogs while also having the human children, you know? So that's just a lot. When I picture our family, I picture just the 2 of them with dogs, or just the 2 dogs with our future kids. So yeah, I'm super excited, and, like, it's gonna be a sad day when he leaves, but at the same time, it's gonna be so exciting. Like, so exciting. It turned my head to, like, this is your new person, my like, this is your person, and I'm so excited for them to have you. And for you to guys, like, to spend your whole lives together. Like, it's so adorable. So I'm excited. Well, it is a few days later, and Milo officially has a new home. You have a new home and a new mama? Yeah! I'm so excited for you. I'm so excited for you. He's getting picked up on Monday. I'm not gonna give away, like, too many personal details or anything, but it's the girl that I had a great feeling about, and I'm just super excited for their life together and for all the adventures that they'll get to go on together. No biting. She does live far away, and she's making a long journey out here to get him and then back home. But I think it will be well worth it for him, because he'll be so happy once he gets there. And honestly, he's so just chill, and he already traveled a bunch, so we know that he's totally adaptable to things, and I think he'll love the adventure on it. Just, okay, chill out. You crazy. He's definitely been getting comfortable with us, so hopefully maybe you'll be a little less comfortable with her at first and not be so naughty. Give her some time to soak in. But I just know it's gonna be great. I really have no worries about it whatsoever. I also know and wanted to talk about how A lot of people don't foster because, also ignore this, I'm like currently building a day bed, so it's like all over the place. But a lot of people don't foster because of how sad it will be to give the dog away, or they think that they'll just keep the dog. There's a few reasons why like that logic just like doesn't fully make sense to me. I do understand why people think that way, but you're basically saying like, I love animals so much that I don't want to help them. And like when you say it like that, it's like sounds kind of crazy. But I do understand. It is very emotional. Our very first one, he was rehomed after 6 years with his family and then got comfortable with us, and it took a while. So I was more nervous about, how do we know this is the right person for him? How do we know like that he's gonna adjust and be happy? And I did have confidence like as we moved along in the process, and once I got to know his mom, I felt confident. But it was really emotional. Like I definitely cried that whole day and for like a few days, and not in a way that I wanted him, because I will admit, Sadie, hold on. I did wait to foster until I knew that I did not want a third dog. Like, I mean, I've always known that I don't want a third dog, but I'm someone who really thinks about the future. I think about their whole lifespan. Just can't imagine having 3 dogs. I know some people do, and that's totally great, but I know for us, it would change the way that we live. So I know that we wouldn't be the best house for these dogs that we're fostering, so that makes it easier to let them go. Also, it's gonna be easier with Milo, I think, just because he's a puppy in general. Hasn't been anywhere for more than like a month or 5 weeks, so I think that he'll adjust like pretty freaking easily. He loves every single person he meets, so I'm sure that he will love his mom. And like as soon as they have a few days, honestly, but like a couple weeks together, and then usually I start to feel way better once they pass like the amount of time that they were with us. So Milo's been with us for 5 weeks. It'll be so like definitely once we're at like the 1 month mark, which I guess would be like the end of October, I know that I'll feel like really good about it, and I'm sure I'll feel really good about it way before then. But of course it's like sad, and of course it's sad to let them go. And if you do keep them, and you can keep them in foster fail, that's also not a bad thing. You're still helping save a dog. Obviously I don't think anybody should take any dogs that they wouldn't be the best home for and shouldn't be responsible for, just because like you're really attached to it or something. I think it's really important if your other dogs want a new dog, if like it will change the lifestyle of your current dogs or of this dog. The purpose of fostering for us is to keep help saving dogs, so like it would defeat the purpose if we kept one and then could no longer foster whatsoever. Our dogs currently also, like, we always have to take breaks and stuff. I'm not somebody who's gonna have a foster like 24/7. They need like months and months of a break. Calculated that we've had fosters for 3 months of this year. We'll definitely be taking a break for the rest of this year.
I just wanted to check back in because I'm in my last final minutes with my. And it's so hard to not be emotional, even though it's so happy. I know a lot of the reason that people don't foster is because they know how emotional they'll be and that they'll get so attached to the dog. And from the start, I've always been like, we don't want to keep any of our fosters. Like, I so am sure that the 2 dogs we have is the perfect fit for our family. But even if you're so sure on that, it doesn't make it less emotional. And somebody told me when we had our first foster dog, the first one's always the hardest. Some will be easier than others to let go. And no matter what, you'll still experience like all of these same emotions. And I think that that's just so true. One, on the biggest side, you're just so excited. I'm so excited for him. I'm so excited for his mom. I have my Finley and Sadie, and especially Finley is like my soul dog. Like, I'm obsessed with Finley. And so somebody else getting that like makes me so excited. It also really helps you get excited and stuff once you're able to know who their owner will be. Like, that's something that's extremely helpful for me, because now I can like imagine his whole life and like everything in front of him. And that's so exciting. Like, that's so exciting to think about, like, even when he's on his our couch and stuff snuggling, I'm like, oh my god, like, I'm so excited for you to have your couch. Like, you can have such a cute couch and get the best snuggles and everything. So I think the sadness or being emotional or whatever really just comes from not being able to communicate with the dogs. Like, if he could fully understand, I just hate that with dogs. Like, I can't explain that. That's honestly what people say, like, the haters of fostering. There's people who wildly disagree with fostering. And they'll say, like, oh, this is so cruel to him. Like, he got so attached to you guys, and now he's just gonna leave you and think that you abandoned him. And, like, with Milo, he was adopted before and sent back to the shelter. So, like, he might think that he's going back to the shelter. And at the end of the day, all there really is to say to that is, like, Milo would have been put down. He would literally be dead right now, which is, like, such a crazy thought. And even if he wasn't put down, he would still be in a stressful, horrible shelter environment. And, like, knowing him now, look at him. Could you imagine this in a shelter? Like, I can't even picture that in a shelter. That would be crazy. I know it was 100% better for him to be with us than to be in a shelter or be dead. However, I still just don't want him to ever think that he did something wrong or that, like, we gave him up for some reason. And so I just, like, I think that's the hardest part, is not being able to explain that to them. God damn, I'm not trying to cry all freaking day, but that might be the case. But then, like I said, there's also so much excitement. And it's not sad at all of, like, I want to keep him. Like, honestly, I'm so excited to not have to pick up his poop and have his accidents and deal with him chewing shit, and I can leave out my underwear again, and our dogs can be, like, not annoyed with all the time, and, like, there's just so many pros to him leaving because we're meant to be a 2-dog house. But I just want to be honest about, like, fostering and the sad parts and the happy parts and whatever. I don't know if maybe people don't want to share the sad parts to encourage other people to foster. Or I don't know if, like, maybe just once you do it, like, straight up hundreds of times, then it, like, you really desensitize yourself to it. It could be either option. Or maybe I'm just, like, extremely emotional. But I know a lot of people who want to foster are extremely emotional, so that's why I want to show it and show that, like, it is still so worth it, even though it's so hard and so emotional, so make sure you're following me on my other social medias so you can see some baby Mai updates and how he's settling into his forever home. I know he's gonna do a great job, so wish him luck in the comments. Know that his mama is gonna do a great job taking care of him, and he's gonna be obsessed with her. And I'm just so happy for everyone involved, and I'm so thankful that I got to do this. And I'm so thankful for Cameron, my husband, and for Finley and Sadie for, like, putting up with my dreams. Because it really is so cool. I'm so happy that we got to save this boy. Because he's the best boy. He's the best boy. He's gonna be such a great dog. I love you, my Mai. I love you. I love you so much. You're gonna have the best life. The best life. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, my Mai.
That's like his greeting. He just lays on his back. He's like, I just love you. Silly baby. I just love. Yeah. I think you're gonna do just fine, Milo. This is what you wanted. This is my country. Oh, that's his spot. It makes sense. He's like, let me see. Oh boy, you know you're going? You know you're going? I promise you, you're gonna have the best life with your mama. It's gonna be great, okay? I love you. I love you. I mean, he would be a great one.
Milo? Milo, what are you doing? Are you hoping Mommy will give you a french fry? Milo, are you home? Do you like your froggy?